Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you... like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Bears! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for... unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Texas Tech, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Of 2. Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really
time to take a shot. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside of him.
And that pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Man, that gets so frustrated, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And this offense is still early in the down, 2nd and goal. They could still run it. They go with the pass. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, seeing his wide receiver open, getting the big touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
21, Texas Tech, 7.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down button.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note, 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for his blocks to set up, and then he's been bursting through the hole. He's really showing you a little bit of everything, and By the way, it's still the first half.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get a grip. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They've got the screen set up. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. Give him 114 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
A third and long coming up here. To the air, it's Hawkins. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Got it behind the line. It's Myers. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on second and short. Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch them in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always... those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Oh, batted into the air and picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Myers. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run on 1st down from the 13-yard line. He wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 11 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get to him as he throws. Released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quick pass on the fly motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On second down, he's looking downfield. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Red Raiders will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Offense gets set for second down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right.
He lets one fly deep. And he hauls it in at the 30. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got a little space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Short gain on the play before he slides. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Myers. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down and the offense has to move quickly. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us.